now is the Republican congressman from the state of Missouri, Eric Burlison. By the way, he's a member of the DOJ subcommittee. We'll get to the congressman on that hearing today. Congressman, thanks for being with us tonight here on the Hill. Let me start here because I know this is an area that you also have had your eye on. I believe you're not a fan. Why? And has Mike Johnson let you down?
Yeah, I'm very disappointed, and let me put this into perspective. Between last year and this year, the interest rate on our debt, which everyone knows is about $37 trillion, the interest rate increased by $200 billion, and it's doing so every year. So next year we'll have another $200 billion added on top of the increase that we had this year. To put that in perspective, we're trying to cut. This proposal is to cut $1.5 trillion stretched out over a 10-year period. It's about $150 billion a year. That will not even cover the increase in the interest payments that we're making. So if you recognize this and you realize we have one chance to do this, probably. This is our last chance to course correct financially, make sure that this country doesn't go insolvent, and that the dollar remains the world currency. Reserve currency, and so I'm just disappointed with the level of spending cuts.
So what happens if they eventually say, come on, Congressman Burlison, come on, Congressman Higgins, who we heard from, come on, Congressman Roy, this is the Trump administration. He won, fall in line. What do you do? Yeah,
and I think that at the end of the day, I think Trump wants these cuts as well. Trump campaigned saying he wants to do the cuts. We're on board with what Trump campaigned for. We're on board with all of it, including the spending cuts. It's our other colleagues that we drag their feet when it comes to cutting spending. And look, this town is always good at saying, oh, don't worry, we'll do the hard part later, right? But we promised that we're going to do it later. I'm done with broken promises from my colleagues. I don't trust them. But if Trump, I will say Trump is a man of his word, and when he makes a commitment, he keeps to it, and that's why the American people voted him back into office. They know that he keeps his word. If he committed to increased spending cuts, then I think he's going to get a lot of us on board.
Okay. At the moment, has Mike Johnson let you down?
I think Mike, probably given his own aspirations, has let himself down. I think Mike Johnson says he's a fiscal conservative. This is nowhere near good enough, and I hope that he agrees with me that we could do much better.
Let me ask you about DOJ, because you were in that hearing today. I just spoke to one of your colleagues on the other side of the aisle. You've heard the argument from Democrats, which is, look, Elon Musk, yeah, he's a wildly successful. Yes, he has amazing companies, great innovator, but how do we know that he doesn't have conflicts of interest? That was a lot of the arguments today from Democrats. What say you?
I would say, A, he doesn't need us. He doesn't need the government. He has $400 billion, right? That's what he's worth. He does not need it. He loves this country, just like Trump. He's not taking a paycheck, and he's not even going anywhere near the areas where he does have, business arrangements with the federal government. So I really, truly think that his heart is in the right place. He just wants to, find the waste and save this country. And look, I'll tell you, you ask any governor of any state, or really any Fortune 500 CEO, if Elon Musk came to their company or their state and said, hey, I'm going to bring a team of geniuses, we're going to do an audit, we're going to find waste within your state or organization, there's not a single governor that would turn that down.
So what happens if... I'll let you finish, sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, and so that's why I'm just saying that no one would turn that down. We have a tremendous asset in Elon Musk, and they're going... I think the thing is they're just really set back by how aggressive and how quickly they're combing through and really achieving what Trump campaigned on. I don't think that the Democrats were ready for the speed.
The question that I have... Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.